Hi, I just wanted to come on here and talk about purification and what I mean by that, because I realize that some people may be wondering what the heck I'm talking about when I'm talking about purification. So I just wanted to maybe simplify the language a little bit and give you guys some examples and really explain what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this is a process of purification and we need to purify, and I just really want to simplify this for you guys so you can kind of get the ball rolling and just have a better understanding, because that's how it is. We need to understand the journey, number one, but we also need to understand how to do the things that we need to do, right? You can't just say, you need to purify, but there's no examples. So that's what this video is for. This video is going to be a clarification about purification and just simplifying it a little bit. So I'm just going to simplify the language a little bit. So purification, right? Let's just interchangeably use the word clean. So what we're doing is we're cleaning. Okay? So when we're purifying something, we're cleaning it. And what are we cleaning is another question. So what do I need to clean? You need to know exactly where you need to clean. So we have a body, we have a mind, and we have a soul. And all of these things are connected to the other. It's a whole system. We have different parts, but they're all connected to the other, and one is going to affect the other one. So they kind of all need to be cleaned. And once you clean one, it will affect the other one as well. So we've got to clean our body, our mind, and our soul. So let's start with the body. So we're purifying the body. We're cleaning the body. Because look, the body is the dwelling place of the soul. This is, this meat suit is our avatar, but it's also the dwelling place of our soul. It's contained, this is our container, and that's, within it, our body is contained our soul. So these are connected. So we do need to clean our body. Generally, when somebody is awakening and going through that process of awakening, their body will start talking to them and start telling them what to eat and what not to eat. So basically what you're putting in your body, it should be kind of talking to you. It should be saying, hey, this is what I want to eat now. And it will usually be healthier and cleaner foods. It will kind of start rejecting certain things because the body and the mind and the soul are trying to clean themselves. They're trying to purify themselves. And they do that by making these changes. So a healthier diet is going to need to come about. And it's not going to happen all at once. You're making these small changes. You're making a small choice here, and then, you make another one down the road. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with too much purification all at once either. You want to sort of slowly kind of do this. It's nice and gradual that way, and you don't, fall off the horse, so to speak, where you're taking on too much. You want to just take a little bit at a time. Let's carry on. Another thing you would want to do, or you should be kind of guided to do as well, is more exercise of some kind, keeping your body fit and healthy. Remember, this is the place where your soul dwells. It should be in pretty good shape. Somebody who's conscious of looking after their physical body, it says that they care about themselves, and they care about, the place where their soul is dwelling, right? So it is important to actually look after your physical body. Don't, if you're smoking cigarettes and drinking excessive alcohol, doing drugs, or, whatever, overeating, all these things need to be removed. This is the cutting process. This is the Shakti coming in and cutting it out of your life. That's what she does. So when you're on this awakening process, and especially when your Kundalini activates and Shakti's in there and she starts cutting, that's what she's cutting. She's cutting certain things out of your life, like what I just mentioned, cigarettes, alcohol, whatever these little things are in your life, these addictions and these things that we have that are not serving our highest good. They're not, in alignment with being your higher self. They're just not. And so Shakti will come in and she'll start slicing. She's cutting it out. And when she does this, it actually feels good because you're lightening that out of your system, and obviously your vibration raises because all of those things are lowering your vibration. Another one, I think we could probably move on to the mind. So we also have to clean our mind. Our mind is so powerful and so important. It really is like a computer. It's the most advanced technology literally in the universe. The brain and the mind and how it works is incredible, what we can do with our mind. And oftentimes we have these negative thoughts, and we have these negative thoughts and emotions. And, this is all affecting our soul. And it also will affect your body. You can see somebody who has a lot of hate or a lot of sadness, these lower vibrational thoughts and feelings. These people, they look kind of older and tired and more worn out. And, they have kind of a miserable look on their face because it's all connected. And so you need to really start paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings and start cleaning them out. Again, we're talking about purification, and we're talking about cleaning. We're cleaning those areas out, removing fear, cutting, like she slices fear right out. Hate, you've got to slice that right out of your life. You got to cut it out. It's got to stop. Self-doubt, self-hate, all of these things, they've got to be cut out of your mind and your emotions. And that's a process. That's a tricky one because the mind is so powerful. And when we've had a life of thinking these negative thoughts and having these negative feelings for so long, it can really take time to reprogram that mind. But it is possible. It is possible to do that. But the key to that is going to be repetition and consistency. With any of these things, you have to be consistent. You can't expect to just one day it's going to be done, or even a week. You can make progress, but if you're out of shape, right? You haven't exercised in years and years and years, and you're kind of out of shape, and you decide you want to start, getting back in shape. Well, the first day you go and exercise, you're probably not going to see a huge change because, it takes time, doesn't it? These processes, you sort of have to allow there to be some time to let it sort of do its thing and give it time. But you also have to be really consistent. You can't just give up. You can't after a week say, oh, well, there's no change. I don't, have the body I want after a week and give up. You're not going to get anywhere. But if you keep doing it, you see, and you're consistent, you'll get stronger and stronger, and it gets easier and easier, just like, transforming your body. You do get to a point where it's pretty easy. You don't even have to work out that much anymore, and you don't have to do it as much anymore, because it's kind of like, you know, your body's adjusted to it and you know how to maintain it. It's not as tedious as when you're like really out of shape and then you're really struggling to get back in shape, you know. But you do get to a point where it becomes easier and easier, and it's kind of more just maintenance, you know. You don't have to put so much energy into it. So we've got to clean the body, we've got to clean the mind, and we've got to clean the soul as well. So we do have to clean our soul. And the way I kind of look at this one is, you know, what you're putting in. What are you putting in to your soul? What are you taking in? You know, we're always taking things in. We take things in through our eyes. What are you watching? You know, are you just sitting around watching television? Is that what you're putting in to your vessel where your soul dwells? Are you watching pornography? Things like this. What are you putting in to your vessel through your eyes? Also, what are you putting in through your ears? That's another place that, you know, it can come in. What kind of music are you listening to? Are you listening to low vibrational music? You know, all of these things affect us. So what you could be putting in there, rather than these low vibrational energies, basically, you know, get up and read a book of spiritual substance. You know, it's like food. What are you feeding your soul? You got to feed your soul pure things. You can't feed it rubbish. You can't feed it, you know, these gossip shows. You can't feed it the news. You can't feed it pornography and expect it to be healthy. It's just not. It's just not going to happen. That's just reality. So you have to feed it. You can feed it, like I just said, with spiritual knowledge in any way, shape, or form that you can get your hands on it. You know, I like to still read, you know, because I enjoy reading. And, you know, spiritual content, you know, healthy content, things talking about health, things, you know, that are healthy and helpful. That's what you want to feed your soul. That is how you clean your soul, is you feed it with this spiritual information, the spiritual food. So that's how you clean the soul. And when you put all these together, you know, that you're going to make a huge change in your life, really. You know, when you stop doing all of those, the things that are dirtying your mind, your body, and your soul. You know, that is purification. When I'm talking about purification, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about cleaning those systems within you. That is your vessel. That is your avatar. It's the dwelling place of the divine, because your soul is divine. And in order to be divine, you actually have to clean and purify. You know, otherwise you're in that low vibration. You're not in your highest vibration. You know, you can't be doing those things and be your higher self. Those are the lower vibrations that are keeping you down, suppressing your higher self. And when you remove those things, your higher self just comes online. It just comes alive and can start moving through you more fully. So anyway, I hope I've clarified what I mean by purification and have kind of given you some examples of things that you can do. But it is a matter of doing them too. You know, you can't just hear the information. A lot of people just want to hear the information, but they don't want to go and do it, because that's, you know, that means work. That means actually making some changes in your life. And, you know, the truth is sometimes when you're at the beginning stage of that, it's kind of hard. And the best thing I can say is that if you are consistent, it will get easier. And you'll see some pretty awesome changes in your life. The cleaner you are in those areas, the more clarity you will get, because your mind is clean. your body is clean and your soul is clean. So you're in alignment. You can, the divine can flow through you better. You have a better connection. You can't be connected to God and the divine and have all these, have mud all over you. You kind of have to remove the mud. But anyway, I think I'll go ahead and leave this here for now. I hope I have clarified a little bit more, at least, about the purification process. I thank you very much for listening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.